Okay. Hello. I'm going to give you my 6 tips on how to escape from narcissistic abuse. Number one, once you know you have to go, okay? So once you realize you're entangled, ensnared, trapped in a relationship with someone who suffers from narcissistic personality disorder, you got to get the hell out of there because if you understand that they have these 3 cycles that they got to go through, and there's nothing that anybody can do to stop them from having to go through it. It's like that's they're like the machines in the Matrix. If you've seen that movie, right? We've got to go by the programmed response. We must idealize, devalue, and discard you. Next, idealize, devalue, discard, next. All right, so it's almost like a hamster wheel, right? So you got to figure out how you can, step out of there and, you know, just save yourself, right? All right, so go no contact. First thing I do is, I did say first thing was go no contact, but before you can go no contact, you got to get you an exit strategy together. Because getting out of this type of situation, this type of abuse situation, is going to take some planning because you have been emotionally infected and infested with their filth of the devaluing and the horrible treatment. Like if you look it up and figure out what the abuse tactics that you'll see that you've been going through some crap, right? The projection, the gaslighting, like, you know what I mean? Like something's telling you that you got to get out of this, right? So get you an exit strategy because if you, and don't tell them, right? You got to keep that to yourself because if the narc is aware that you trying to get out of there, and most of the time they're pretty sensitive. They can feel that you're trying to get out of there. They'll try to um, they'll try to throw a monkey wrench in your whole escape plan, right? To derail you so you won't be able to get out of there because they don't want to lose you as supply. Like they plan on throwing you in their toy box with the rest of the narc harem, and then when they come back around through their cycle, they may want to come back and pick you up and have some more fun with you and then throw you back in the box while they go, do these cycles with other people. So you get your exit strategy, you go no contact. You will have to block them because they will not accept if you say, "Hey, look, this ain't working out. I'm gonna, this ain't working out. I got to get up out of here." They won't accept it, and they'll show up at your job. They will show up at your house. They will call you repetitively, like hundreds of times, and hundreds of text messages, and they will just not let you go. So the third thing is when you get your exit strategy and you go no contact is to put some distance between you and them if you can. You may have to quit your job. I did. um, you may have to leave the state or the city, I mean, like get out of there. So I'll get into more detail in another video and tell you like exactly what I did. But I put the distance between us when we was going through the last little loop, and I realized that he was probably not probably, he was discarding me, but I had already knew that I was going to use that opportunity to like put some distance and get out of there. So while he was feeling like he was punishing me with silent treatment, I was going no contact, and I wasn't talking or dealing with him. But I wasn't like it was my first time, so I didn't block the number immediately. So probably the silent treatment lasted maybe 10 days or so, and then he started calling again. This was just for um, a malign campaign against me because he was angry and blamed me for his cheating, right? I was blamed for it because I was running. And that's why, I got what I deserve, right? So I had to block them. Then they'll you have to block them on everything because they will they're just like so determined that they'll email you, FaceTime you, Facebook message, or any other way that they a Fitbit to try to figure they'll try to do whatever they can to come show up at your house. Sometimes you may have to get a restraining order because these people don't have any empathy and they can get violent. Um, Even these ones that try to do the subtle violence, but these we're dealing with someone who has a psychological disorder, right? So stay busy. Number three, try to make sure that you have enough things to occupy your time, because remember, when you was getting love bombed, the narc was all up in your face, right? You didn't have no time for anybody else. And when they leave and discard you, it's almost like you have withdrawals, right? Because your phone isn't blowing up with all these texts, right? And that's the reason why they do that, is because they're trying to get you hooked on this attention that they're giving you and stuff. So that's a red flag too in the future. If anybody you meet and they starting off with 20, 30, 40 texts in a day, or I mean within a short, they rapid fire with those texts, that's your clue right there. This person is probably narc, because regular people don't do that, right? But in the beginning, this is the first time it happened to you, feeling like, whoa, I'm so special. He just texts me all the time and da 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 da, all this old stuff, right? So anyway, stay busy and get help. Like what I did was I made sure that whenever I felt weak, I was always watching YouTube videos, trying to understand what was going on. And the good thing is that he played out all of those things that I had discovered on the YouTube video, with the hoovering and the malign and benign type of hoovering that he was doing, and the posting the pictures of the new victim, and the smear campaign. Like, all this stuff is real. And of course, it's so much stuff happening. I'm not going to be able to put it all in this one video, but now that I'm feeling a lot stronger and more healed, I feel like I'll be keeping a contact and keeping this information, telling my testimony, because I want to be able to help somebody with everything that I went through, because it's a lot deeper than you think, especially, where am I at on number 5? All right, so then let me just tell you the sixth one before I start rambling off again. Number 6 is don't look back. Once you get up out of there, you keep moving and don't look back. Don't. I know you're gonna feel like you want to warn the warn the new victim, because you went through all this and you about to pop this bubble, you about to tell what this jerk did and what type of person he is and stuff. Don't do it, because I can guarantee you that the narc has already done a smear campaign on you and told about how you just jealous and you still want them and all that stuff. So they're actually doing this part of the triangulation, and I want to talk about that in another video too. Triangulation. They're doing that so they can triangulate you to extract more fuel, because now I got 2 people, at least 2, who's struggling over me and who's trying to impress me. Like, they're doing this to get you to try harder, or to actually even feel more hurt. Like, see, look, I'm we're done, and look what I got. I'm not with this person, and I don't care who you are. Like, that is still very painful, even if like, I knew I was prepared for this person to do this type of stuff. So it was like a little bit funny, but still, in the beginning, I didn't even want to look and see, because I was just like, it was embarrassing, because I felt like, how could I have been so stupid to get entangled with this crap? Like, I knew this person was not good from the beginning. So anyway, all that to say, number 6, the most important thing, don't look back, because if you look back once, these people are so clever, they will suck you back in. You'll get hoovered. You'll get hoovered back up in there. And trust me, they're only hoovering you so they could mistreat you, because I had an opportunity to, like I said, they're going through these cycles. So I had an opportunity to see him do the cycle, and I knew exactly that he just replaced me for the victim before me and was going to try to do the same thing. But because I was aware and I was actively trying to get out of this, I didn't get caught up in that whole thing. So anyway, I hope this helps out, and I'll be putting out more videos. But anyway, try to stay strong and keep focused, keep studying, keep learning, keep trying to understand this so you can get out, because you deserve to be treated like a real person, and you're never going to get that from someone who suffers from narcissistic personality disorder. You are loved, you are special, you are wonderful, and you deserve to have a good life. All right, talk to you soon.